Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Foster's Custom Rods Dirtkars series. We're live from Fairbury on this Thursday night. We got just a little bit of time left in our practice session. Guys are set up, looking fast. Let's go over our point standings real quick. Excuse me, a little bit of a cough tonight. Things have heated up quite a bit in our point standings. Where did it go? I had just had this set up. Here we go. Steve Lindau is leading the points right now with 511. Michael Steele is in second with 499. Ben Morrow is in third with 473. Travis Lepenis is in fourth with 471. Marcus Swadek, our defending champion, is in fifth with 466. Devin Smith with 457. In sixth, Ray Denlop in seventh, Steve Fernberg in eighth, Matthew Setzer in ninth, and Colton Sapansky in 10th. We got 3 races left to go. Only a 12-point difference between Steve Lindau and Michael Steele, with heat win points added into that. It doesn't take much to accomplish 11 points. Marcus the Smoke Swadek, huh? Is he a big Tony Stewart fan, or is there another reason for the smoke? Or is it just because he's on fire? So just a heads up tonight, when you're looking for Marcus's car, we do have a number 48 car that is running a white and black paint scheme on the track tonight as well. So it could be a bit misleading, so we'll try to point out which one's which when we get there. Let's check our race conditions for this evening, shall we? $82. He's on fire, nice. 82 degrees at the track, 89 degrees track temperature, 68% humidity. Should have a beautiful day for racing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow depending on what you're watching. I don't think that's what it looks like, Nathan, but I appreciate it. And maybe it's only for people who deserve it. Better get the right logo on the screen. Speaking of that, get our Dirtkars logo up there and our Foster's Custom Rods. Alright, these guys are getting ready to go for heat race number 1. Looks like newcomer to the dirt car world, Larson Parker, is going to be starting on the pole with Steven Fernberg outside of him, Michael Steele in third, Steve Lindau in fourth, and Marcus Swadek in fifth. Alright, coming out of turn number 4, Larson Parker is going to be leading us to the green flag next time by one more lap. Coming out of turn number 4 right now, pace car is in, green flag is in the air. Fernberg's going to jump on the outside, Larson Parker down low, first time with us in the EFRL on a dirt race. He is a past champion in the asphalt late models. Oh, Fernberg gets a little sideways. Larson Parker holding on to the lead so far. Fernberg and Swadek battling for second. We do give points all the way back through third place. We got Fernberg up high, Lindau and Michael down low. Fernberg up in the wall, he's going to cross it sideways. He's going to get a little bit of a bump from Swadek. They're going to keep it going straight. Michael Steele's going to move up into third. Steve Lindau in second. Larson Parker holding on to a huge lead. 5 laps to go for the number 48 machine. First time in a EFRL Dirt Car Series race. Looks like he's hanging on there pretty good. Staying nice and smooth. 4 laps to go. Steve Lindau trying to reel him in. Not really gaining anything. 2 laps to go for that number 48 machine of Larson Parker. Steve Lindau second, Michael Steele third. Marcus Swadek in fourth, and Fernberg has dropped down to fifth. Larson Parker for the win in his first ever Foster's Custom Rods Dirt Car start. It's only a heat race, but it doesn't matter. Race number 2 on deck. We got Matthew Setzer on the point with Devin Smith on the outside of him. Ben Morrow's going to be starting off in P number 3 and that number 75 machine, and Ray Dunlap rolling off in 4th. No Travis Lapenas tonight. I'm kind of shocked. Travis is currently 4th in the point standings. That'll definitely hurt his chances. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. If you haven't given a chance to like, follow, or subscribe, depending on the platform you're on, do so. If you want some cool merch to support your favorite driver, check out the link in our show description. We got some Marcus Swadek gear, we got some Michael Steele gear, we got some of our other champions from our other series. Green flag is in this here. There's kind of an ugly start. We're going to be going 3 wide down the back straightaway. Ben Morrow looking to take advantage on the bottom as they're going to split that number 3 car. Devin Smith taking advantage on the high side. Morrow and Smith battling side by side. Morrow's going to have the slight advantage, but Smith's holding tight up there. Devin Smith not letting him get too far away. Rest of the field spread out. Setzer is settled into 3rd. Ray Dunlap in 4th. 75 is just keeping that thing pointing in the right direction. Being nice and smooth. Don't want to go down too low and hit a infield tire. We know how deadly those things are. See these guys kind of running both right through the center of the corner on almost like a slider line. Middle entry and high on exit. Smith trying to search around to find an advantage. Sometimes you gotta go where they're not. Ooh, over rotation for that number 95 car. That's gonna cost them some time on the track. Ben Morrow's got that 75 machine looking pretty up front. Sporting a new wrap from Steel Designs. If you're looking for a wrap, check out Michael Steel and Steel Designs on Facebook. Not only does he do sim wraps, he's also branching out into the real world wraps now as well. So check out Michael Steel Designs. Here comes Ben Morrow to take the win for heat race number 2. We'll have a short warm-up and then we'll get back to our A main action. Thanks everybody for joining. We are under a brief intermission before our A main gets underway. So head down and get some chicken from the chicken shack or grab an ice cold frosty beverage. You can't go wrong there, Jason. Drivers are looking for a little bit of redemption after the show we put on last week. We had a lot of cautions in the sprint cars. Now, this is one of our pretty solid tracks. I kind of look for these guys to go flag to flag, green flag action tonight. Alright, looks like these boys are going to strap in. Pull those belts down tight. Make sure they got plenty of tear-offs. We're going A main racing in the B mods. Live from Fairbury. Starting on the front row, that number 48. Newcomer to the EFRL Dirtkars Series, Foster's Custom Rods, Larson Parker. Outside him in that number 75 machine, looking all spiffy, we got Ben Morrow. Starting in row number 2, we got the 43 of Stephen Lindau. Outside of him, we got the number 95 of Devin Smith. Row number 3 on the inside, we got Michael stealing that number 5 machine. Outside of him, we're going to have Matthew Setzer. Starting in 7th, inside row number 4, Marcus Swadek. Outside of Marcus, we got the number 14 machine of Ray Dunlap. And starting shotgun on the field, number 29 of Fernberg. We got Parker and Marno front row. Green flag in the air, hammer down. Parker had a great heat race, but he really didn't have much contention. Really didn't get to see what he would do in traffic. We got 3 wide action behind him for 3rd place. Ben Morrow dropping from the start. He had to lift in that first corner. Larson Parker are crossed up. Everybody checked up for the leader. Marcus Swadek jumps all the way up to 2nd. Smoke putting on a show. He is up 5 positions from where he started. Every corner he's gaining a little bit on that number 48 machine. He's going to put him to task here pretty quick. Great run off the corner by that number 18 machine. Coming out of the corner, he's going to take the lead. He's got it that time by. Larson Parker trying to do a crossover move, get down underneath of the 18 machine. I don't think that's going to work. Swadek's going to shut the door. Parker's going to over-rotate on that one. He's going to lose some time on the track. He's got to be careful now. Michael Steele is in the hunt right on his back bumper as they come out of the corner. Oh, we got some blinking going on by our current leader. Michael Steele putting the heat on that number 48 machine. Ooh, pushes up hard, almost gets into the 48. Good driving by both drivers there. Parker goes way up high, leaving Michael Steele watch for him. He's going to take over 2nd place. Michael Steele setting his sights on the leader, Marcus Smoke Swadek. "14 laps into this event. Michael Steele making a power move down low. He's got the line going into 1 and 2. Drag race down the front straightaway. Steele's gonna have him by a car length. Michael Steele taking over the lead. Smoke falling back a little bit. Ooh, Swadek way down on the inside on that one. Almost looked like he was going to roll it. Looks like he's spending more time turning than going straight. Michael Steele starting to catch some lap traffic, and we are just a couple laps away from the halfway point here tonight. Swadek second, Parker holding on to third. Oh, they crashed right in front of the leader, Michael Steele.
Save your stuff, save a little fuel.
Doesn't look like any damage is done to that machine. Alright, here we're going to see what happens when they catch the pace cars to see where Michael Steele's going to be lining up.
Green flag. Not going. Not going. One to go.
Anybody get it? Alright, we are back to racing action. Had a little scoring issue with iRacing. Got everything straightened back out. Michael Steele still holding on to lead, although it's not showing Michael Steele in the lead.
One thing for sure, everybody on the racetrack will be pissed off at somebody else on the racetrack before this race is over with. Called it off.
Alright, green flag's back in the air. Hopefully we get this lined up straight and back out here. Alright, Michael Steele's back in the lead where he belongs. Marcus Swedick in second. Steve Lindahl third. Larson Parker holding on to fourth place currently. Ben Morrow battling for fifth. Looking to make a move to get up higher. Larson Parker on that high line up against the wall. Not quite sure the 48 understands how you're supposed to turn up there, but banging a wall every lap, quite isn't it? But he does pull back around into third place as Marcus Swadick tries to defend and still reel in Michael Steele. Michael Steele is running down low while everybody else is running up high. It's working for him so far. Hey Adam, thanks for liking the stream, bud. Miss racing with you. Looks like everybody's kind of spread out just a little bit now. Michael Steele holding on to lead. Swadick in second. Larson Parker third. Steve Lindahl holding on to fourth. He's our current points leader. Ben Morrow in fifth. Devin Smith moving up to take sixth place away from the 29 machine. He's another one with Michael Steele running that low line. It's working out pretty well for him. We got 10 laps to go. Michael Steele still holding on to the lead, but Marcus Swadick is coming on strong. Marcus is on full send mode. Smoke is on a mission. He's trying everything he can, Jason. He has caught Michael Steele with 8 laps to go. Six laps to go. Smoke looking to make a move down low. He's going to have to try something. Michael Steele has had a pretty dominant race since he took over the lead early. Got a little bit of damage on that right front after he got into the back of some lap cars that were wrecking in front of him. Look like they're starting to track down some more lap cars. 3 laps to go. We have a battle for the lead. Marcus falling back a little bit. Full send for the 18 machine, not gonna quite do it. Half a lap left, he's gonna try it. Drag race down the front straightaway, Michael Steele at the line. Smoke in second, Steve Lindahl in third, Larson Parker fourth, Ben Morrow fifth, Devin Smith in sixth. Steele parks it in a nice fashion. All right, we'll get our third place finisher up here in the booth in just a second. Starting third, finishing third, we got the number 43 machine, Steve Lindau.
How's it going?
Not too bad, Bud. Had a little bit of a battle out there between you and the 48 machine of Larson Parker. You came out on top and parked that thing on the podium.
Yeah. I was able to get around him finally. I know we got together, and I actually think I was completely sideways on the backstretch and was able to hold on to it. And luckily, he actually let out too and didn't just loop me around. So I appreciate him not looping me. But yeah, I was able to salvage a third. I dropped back there, I think fifth or something there after me. I got into, I think me and Michael, I think he said he got tight and got pushed up into me and I dropped back, but got lucky and was able to save the third, which is nice.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a iRacing scoring issue tonight, but hopefully that didn't deter anybody tonight. I think overall the racing was great.
Yeah, that definitely, that was interesting there through the middle part of the race with that, trying to figure that out, but overall, pretty good race.
Looks like Michael's going to gain some points on you. You had 11, 12 points coming into tonight. It's going to tighten up a little bit, but I think you're still going to walk away tonight with a points lead with only 2 races left in the season.
Yeah, I was hoping to at least get up to, it would have been nice to get up to second or possibly even get around them, but they, battling with Larson there, they ended up pulling away a little bit and couldn't really do much after that. By the time we were kind of done battling there, and I was able to get into a line and start putting some decent times down, but it was too late by then to even catch them and try. So, but it was a good race by both of them up there, and it'll make the rest of the season interesting.
Yes, sir. Next week we got the sprint cars at Port Royal, and then our season finale at Cedar Lake.
Yes, sir. It should be good round out the season.
Heck yeah, I think we're going to have some great racing for both races.
Yeah, I think it should be pretty good. I mean, we'll see. The only Cedar Lake always worrisome depending on how people drive it, just because it's so narrow, but normally a really good racing track if people pay attention where they're at.
Yes, sir. All right, bud, who do you want to give a shout out to tonight?
I got to give all my buddies over at American Dirt Motorsports a shout out just for coming out racing in different series with me throughout the week. You for putting on a broadcast and the race, and all the guys that show up for this race every week to make it fun.
All right, bud. Well, thank you very much. We'll catch you back next week, and we'll see how you do in your bid for a championship.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mick.
All right, finishing second tonight. That number 18 car, he's got a new nickname. We're going to call him Smoke. How you doing, bud?
That was a fun race. I don't know. It was really weird at the beginning, and then it went up to the high side, and I ran Michael down. Me and him were battling. We were just having fun, I guess.
I thought you were going to have a shot there with 3 to 4 laps to go, but then you ended up falling back a little bit.
Yeah, I know Michael's fighting for points, and I'm a ways back, so I kind of just held off a little bit, and I didn't really want to lose, and so I got back up there, and then I was trying everything.
Well, you definitely put on a great show for the fans. I know Jason was in the chat cheering you on all night.
Glad to hear it.
All right, but who do you want to give a shout out to tonight before I cut you loose?
You guys for putting it on, and Jason and his kid watching tonight. Michael for everything. He's been a really big part of the racing production, I guess, for iRacing and in real life, as he's doing my real rap right now.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
yeah, it turned out badass.
All right, bud. Well, good luck on the track, and we'll hope to see you back next week on the podium.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
Exactly how it was.
Definitely not an easy night for that number 5 machine tonight, but he brought it home, parked it on the podium. Whew, what a race for Michael Steele.
Oh, what a rebound. What a rebound.
That is definitely going to help you in the point standings.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I really didn't know how it was going to play out because I know Steven didn't race that 1 week, so I didn't know if he was going to get last place points. And then, obviously, the holidays and everything, and not seeing the points for that couple weeks, I was kind of panicking after last week. And then I saw whenever you posted the points, I was only 12 points back, and I was like, all right, I can handle that. So let's get a couple of good races. Hopefully, we can have a good race next week and see where we are going into the final race in a couple weeks.
Yes, sir. We got next week, we're at Port Royal with the sprint cars, and then we're on to Cedar Lake for our championship.
Yeah, you weren't mean to us like last week and put us on a big track. So I actually might figure out how to drive that thing. I can't figure out how to drive on smaller tracks on wing sprints. So last week was brutal.
Not just for you. I think it was brutal for everybody.
Oh yeah, it was. Well, except for Solari.
Well, that's true.
It doesn't hurt to be the guy out front and not have to worry about the people wrecking.
Well, I don't know. You were the guy out front tonight and still had to worry about people wrecking.
Man,
You just can't catch a break.
It's always. I feel like it. At least sometime. I mean, I don't know. About 4 times this season, it's been that car, and I know it's not. I know he's not doing it on purpose. Just frustrating. It's the same person over and over. Like I said, I know he's not doing it on purpose, whatever. And I mean, shit happens, but it just gets frustrating after a while. So yeah, thankfully the car wasn't hurt, and yeah, I was able to come home with the win.
Oh yeah, after we fixed the iRacing issue.
Yeah, that was confusing.
I don't understand how it scored you at the end of the lap when you were in front of everybody.
I think it's because that was right at the time where I was finally lapping people, and then I think that I felt like I had a pretty decent gap at that point. So I don't know. I feel like it just threw stuff off somewhere.
Yeah, well, we got it all straightened out, and then you guys put on a hell of a show. I really thought Steven was going to give you a hell of a battle there for the end, but you were able to pull back away from it those last couple laps.
Yeah, I mean, I know Marcus was hounding on my back bumper for a while. Towards the end, I saw him kind of coming running the top side. I was kind of live or die by the bottom as long as I possibly could, and then I saw Marcus running the top side, and I was like, all right, I better move to the top side and hopefully may not pull it away from him, but at least if I can just kind of hold pace with him. And thankfully he kind of, I think, gave me a few breaks in between whenever he caught me and the checkered flag. He probably could have got around me if he really tried.
Yeah, he was definitely keeping it clean, which we always appreciate.
Yeah, I mean, especially whenever it's being teammates. I mean, always appreciate the respect and everything. But I mean, everybody races in here with respect, but it's always nice to have the teammates and everything in here.
Yep, that's 100% for sure. Yeah, Marcy said it was way better than last week. Good job, baby.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, yeah. That last week was not fun at all.
I'm sure she heard some very not nice words last week.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think I drove her out of the house to go run errands for a little bit because I was so mad.
Well, this is going to get you closer to that points lead. I don't think you're quite going to take it off because Steven still finished in third tonight, but you definitely cut some into that lead.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess my idea is if I can cut in within maybe 5 points tonight and next week, then kind of go in and go heads up last week and come out, see who wins.
Yeah, Cedar Lake I think is going to be definitely the deciding factor, and it's going to be an amazing race.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out that it's not a 100-lapper, but it's Cedar Lake's always a good track and put on a good show.
Yes, sir. All right, now, you've raced with us here on Thursday nights for quite a while. For next season, what would be your 2 ideal cars to run?
Man, that's where you're gonna get me saying modified and dirt late model just because those are my two favorite cars. I don't know. I don't mind the big blocks, street stocks. I mean, I guess if everybody wants me to finish last, then that might be an option because I am terrible at street stocks. But I mean, I don't know. I've I don't know if anybody would try the non-wing sprint cars, but that would give me a reason to try them. I mean, I think that'd be fun. I mean, they're just a handful.
I've tried them. I hate them.
They so shockingly enough, Marcy doesn't get on here very often whenever I'm not home to play around, but whenever she has, she absolutely loves the non-wing sprint cars and midgets.
Dude, those midgets are funny because I've gotten up in that right wheel and just spun like a little top.
Oh yeah, it's so easy to do donuts in those things. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some reason she doesn't race or whatever, but she absolutely loves the midgets and can figure out how to drive them. It took me a while to figure out how to drive, so maybe she should be in here racing instead of me. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to say wingless sprint cars just to give me a reason to actually race them. I have them, and Marcy actually bought them for me, and I've yet to race them once. I've hot lapped them, but that's it.
All right, bud. Anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight?
As always, Marcy, Vivi. I know that they're in bed. I'm sure Vivi was kind of fussy earlier, not wanting to go to sleep. So I don't know if she's asleep or not yet, but I guess we'll see. Marcus for racing me clean, being a good teammate, helping me out. You, Dean, all of y'all for putting on the races broadcast, all my sponsors, everybody that helps me out.
All right, bud. Well, we'll look forward to seeing how you can do next week in that wing sprint at Port Royal.
Yes, sir. Talk to you next week.
Yep. Have a good night.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, that's going to do it here from Foster's Custom Rods Dirtkars series. If you're looking for a fishing rod, whether it's for ice fishing or lake fishing, check out Foster's Custom Rods. Alan Foster on Facebook. He can do any color combination, any design you want. He does some pretty amazing things with those rods. I've never seen them look so cool. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see what people do with them. If you're an avid fisherman, you need a custom rod, check out Foster's Custom Rods. Jason, thanks for tuning in and having a good time with us, bud. I always appreciate having someone to chat with during the broadcast. You guys have a wonderful night. We're going to catch you Tuesday night back for the FALCONGRAFIX Associated Short Track Tour Asphalt Style Racing. All right, we'll check you all later. Have a good night.